Hey everybody, just we're gonna catch a few crappie and then get some shad. Show you the little setup we have going on. Little slip bobber is about 2 foot down, and an itty bitty bobby garland slab slayer. It really doesn't matter the color source. It's such a fine bait that any panfish will go for it. We'll see. See if we can't catch a crappie real quick. There's one. He's definitely small. Probably about the size of a bluegill. Look at that. Tiny little crappie. He'd actually make pretty decent bait, but I let them grow back up. Probably a dozen so far. They're all, I think the biggest one was 8.5, 9 inches, maybe. That's pretty sad. A lot of them are 4 or 5 inches. Let's throw this guy out here. He's about 1.5 2 foot deep. Let him sink down. And just move him just a little bit. And sometimes we'll raise up the rod tip just a little, like so. Kind of gives him like a darting action. That seems to work pretty good. Catch a lot of fish with that move. Again, another small one, but hey, catching fish is catching fish. And it's always fun to set a hook. Woo. Hey, buddy. You're getting all angry. Can you open up? Thanks. So again, just little guys. Took my little one out last week, and he caught about a 14-inch out of here. He named him Bruce, and then we ate him. But yeah, we'll catch a couple more on here and see how it goes. Try that rod tip action again. Show you that. There he goes. That's a little better of a fish right there, comparatively speaking to the last couple. I don't know if he's a keeper, but he's definitely a lot bigger. Oh yeah. I mean, he's not massive, but definitely an edible size, worth your time in his. So, out of 14 fish, we got our first one that's going on ice. Not the biggest, but definitely not the smallest that I've kept in the past. Got the first fish on ice. Yeah, you can get out of there. Alright, well, you do your thing. I'll do my thing. You just be quiet in there. To show you the baits I'm using, it's the itty bitty slab slayer, blue ice. They say recommended jig heads, a 64th to a 32nd. I am using, I think it's a 64th, but they're 1.5 inches long. They've improved the packaging a lot over the last couple of years where they have these little slots for them. And yeah, well, we've added about a half dozen to the cooler. But I think we've caught about 85, 86 now. I lost track after 60, and I've been counting every other one almost, but majority of these fish have been real small today. Get one almost every single cast though. I didn't want to bore y'all with too much of it. Just hoping to get a couple on video for you, and we're gonna take these shad and catch a few bass. Probably call it a day here pretty soon. Some of these guys are pretty nice. So we've got 8 or 9 in the cooler now. Pushing almost 100 caught fish, and that's not even 10%. So goes to show you, I mean, you gotta have fun, enjoy yourself, and It is kind of neat catching a bunch of fish. Be fun to take a little one out here with. This one actually might go in the bucket. Fighting like a keeper. Yeah, not too shabby. It's a 8-inch, 9-inch crappie. Good enough for a little fillet. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. I'm sorry. So, sugar. Add them to the bucket. Get them on in there with his friends, these little flippy floppy. We'll show you where we're at the end of the day. Some water for the shad we're about to catch. I'll just take it right from there, yeah. I'm catching them, man. I'm gonna start filling up this bucket. Usually put in about 12 to 15 gallons. It just really depends. I don't know how many shad I'm gonna try to bring back. Put in one more. I guess about 10, 12 gallons. Absolutely fun to carry this over the quarter mile. There we go. That's enough to keep our bait alive in for a little while. Here's a cast net. Now you guys have seen this before. This is where we're going to be casting to. All these little pops you're seeing, those are shad. A couple small groups, a couple big groups. Haven't caught any golden shiners in a long time now. But you never know. We'll see. We are going to catch some bait. Alright folks, first cast with the cast net. Oh, I threw a little too far. I used up all the slack in my rope. Funny thing is, we still got some. Not very many compared to what we would have had, but that's all right. What you got? About a half dozen. Let's see if we get anything right there. So far, oh, there's something in my net. I can feel them moving around a little bit. There we go, that's the shad load that I really wanted. That's all I need for today. Pretty good amount of bait right there. 2 dozen or so. We'll get them in here and let them get acclimated. And we're done with this. Put that in there. We'll deal with that in a bit. Yeah, we're gonna let these guys swim around. Get used to their new home for a little while. Pick out the weak ones, change out their water. We'll see where we're at. We'll let you know. These are the shad we brought with us. There's quite a few left in here. Most of them are doing pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna get this baited up. Let's see if I can get this in a good spot for everybody. Got a size 8 hook. No, I'm sorry, this is a 7. The one on my other rod's a 10, but I don't have any baits big enough for that. So there he is, folks. And we're gonna throw him out and see what he catches. Drop this guy over here. Not bad. $5.14. Pretty nice fish. Let's let him go. Mind if I let him go over here where it's a little easier for him to swim on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I appreciate it. I'll just go right back where he was anyway, I'm sure. But 5.14. Almost 6. That does it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again.